home. Dear children, stay at home, stay safe, study, follow all the guidelines given by the government to keep yourself safe. Take all the precautions that are very necessary to avoid getting infected from coronavirus. Dear children, today we will be dealing with our first unit, the last chapter. Name of the chapter is Voyaging Towards Excellence. 1.8, the last chapter. This lesson is written by a very famous writer. The name of the writer is Achyut Godbole. He was born on 1950. He is very well-known person for his writing in Marathi and in English. He has done so many writing words. In that, he has made the concepts of different languages very much clear. For example, his books, some of his books are bestsellers, means they are sold. They are very much popular amongst the reader. You can take the example of Ganiti, in which he has explained the concept of mathematics, the concept of Ganit in a very simple way. Arthat, the book based on the concepts of Arthashastra, and so on. Now, these are his writing. Here in this lesson, Achyut Godbole himself has narrated the story of his life, that from the childhood till he becomes the top head management of different companies. In 1972, till 1972, he was in IIT Mumbai taking his graduation. Basically, he is from Solapur district. Achyut Godbole says that it's not necessary that you should have all the qualities in you when you were born. He was a very keen observer. He was a very keen learner also. He has learned so many things. He says that when he was in 8th standard, he liked to solve the problem of 9th and 10th standard of mathematics. He says that he is not doing all these things to get appreciation from others, but he is doing to understand himself, the concept, to understand his knowledge, to understand the depth of what he has understood about the concept of maths. Very interesting, very inspiring story. When we will go deep into the story, you will find a very simple thing that many a times I'm telling my students, and that is the fear of the speaking, of course, of English language. Same incidents has happened with Godbole sir also. But he has overcome that fear by practicing, by doing hard work. How? We will see here. Let's start with our lesson. I have already told you the brief introduction about our writer. Now, I hope you all have your textbook with you. So on page number 78, you will find this lesson. Achyut Godbole says that they were of lower middle class family. When he was just a boy, when he was just a child, their upbringing was very simple. He says that 300 square feet house was not having any basic things. In today's language, we call it the luxurious things. He says that the basic amenities were not there, like refrigerator, geyser, or air conditioner, dining table. No, they were not having all such things in their house. He says that they started getting this kind of enmities when Achyut entered college. At that time, he got a watch to wear when he entered the college. Today, you can see even our kids or at our home, they are having their own watch. They understood the time or not, they only know. But they have their watch of their own. But Achyut got his watch when he entered the college. But he says that his childhood was very rich. The reason behind the richness of his childhood, he is saying that he was very much fortunate to listen to the discussions of many great people, many great persons. For Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, Vasant Bapat, these people, they used to visit their house. You know who are they? Famous writer, poets. Now, when they are discussing about the poetry, the English literature, and in that they were discussing about Keshav Sut, Mardekar, Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Thomas Hardy. The name of the great writer of English literature. He says that really my childhood was very rich. Maybe as a child I was not knowing what they are discussing about. But he says that I was impressed after listening to their talk. He says that we were very lucky to have Pandit Kumar Gandharva, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, and Pandit Jasraj when they visit their place and talk about Indian music till late night. Or sometimes early in the morning. Till early in the morning, they are talking about Indian music. He says that again, I was not able to understand anything. But I developed interest in music, literature during my school days by listening to all these things. He says that even today, I don't understand the grammar of music. But I tremendously love it. The grammar of music, the basic part of the music. He says that I am not able to understand till now. But I really like that. I am tremendously in love with that. He says that the most of the time the discussion of these people are about music, literature, paintings, sculptures, and so on. Now, they are discussing about everything. They are discussing about Mozart, Michelangelo, because they are discussing about paintings also. He says that he's had such a milieu around him, the environment of social environment. And he had a firm belief that I still hold on that all arts are equal, if not more. All arts are equally. Nothing is much great, nothing is much small. Everything is equal. He says very clearly that in our life, we should not give importance to science or to technology or to many things else like money. Everything is equal. He says that never give too much importance to money. He definitely says that money is important, no doubt. It is necessary. But there are some extra things which really enrich our life. And that is the art, the music and literature. These are the things. Not the money is the thing which will enrich our life. If we have money, but we don't have other things with us, but we don't have the knowledge of music, the knowledge of literature, only money can't bring us happiness. This is what he says. He is very much clear about his concept. The very short idea from this paragraph we can get is that he said that you should have keen interest in learning. That is very important. Nowadays, no one is behind learning. Everyone want that whatever material is available, we should get it as much as fast we can get. We are not in a hurry to learn anything. We are in a hurry to get everything. This is what this should not be done. He says that it's not necessary that I am talking about literature and I am not interested in science or in mathematics. In fact, he says that I love these subjects. Yeah, he is very much clear about one of his concepts that I am telling you now from page number 79, second paragraph. Listen to it very carefully. Dear children, this what he is saying that is applicable to all of us. Remember, I am using the word all of us, but especially to you people as you are the students. He is saying that I love science, mathematics, but I did not study them just to get good marks or to score higher percentage. This is very important. I don't like a particular subject, but I have to study it for the sake to get good marks. If this is my mentality, I will never be able to learn that subject. The concept of that subject will never be get clear in my mind. This is very important. That whatever you're learning, whatever you're studying, the concept should be very much clear in your mind. The basic concept. He is saying that I used to study these subjects or any subject for no matter, for its inherent beauty. I found Newton's law of motion beautiful and Pythagoras' theorem elegant. See, he is saying that I find the Newton's law beautiful, Pythagoras' theorem elegant. The beauty, it means the interest that he is having in all the subjects. He says that I love solving problems. I used to solve problems of ninth standard when he was in 7th standard. Imagine a 7th standard boy is solving the mathematical problem of 9th standard. He says that I was not doing this for show off or to impress anyone. He says that I used to love problem solving and to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving them. He's not doing it to show off, he's not doing it for to impress anyone, but he is very much clear about his idea that I used to love problem solving and used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving it. That is very important. You should always have a solution to the problem and the most elegant way of finding the solution. Now what to do? This is the question. I don't understand. I'm not getting this question. Don't keep this type of attitude. Okay, if this question is there, if the question is there, it means the answer is also there. As a student, our job is to find out the answer. When you will find out the answer, automatically the problem will get solved because you have the answer. Always remember that. Never get disturbed. Never just solve something or study something for the sake to get good marks. Never ever do that. Do it for your own sake. Do it to understand it thoroughly. He says that sometimes these problems are not the part of the curriculum of 7th standard, but he loves to solve that. The attitude, listen this carefully, the attitude of looking behind marks or examination and to seek joy in solving any challenging problem helped me to develop a problem solving attitude which come handy. He says that the attitude of looking beyond marks and examination. Only to pass the examination I'm studying, only to get good marks I'm studying. No, beyond that. It helped him to solve the problems that comes very handy. Also, when he appeared for JEE IIT, Because this type of exam, he is saying that is completely based upon your problem solving ability and ability to think not only logically but quickly and rapidly. IIT entrance JEE he's talking about. He's saying that this test is completely based upon your problem solving attitude, how you're thinking logically, rapidly, and quickly. This the his method of problem solving helped him to secure good marks, the very higher marks. Again, he says that he scored 100% marks in mathematics in almost all the examinations. Just see, he is scoring 100% marks in all the examinations, that also in mathematics subject. He says, I appeared for my first standard until IIT, bearing only a few times. For IIT, when he appeared for this, he was securing 100% marks in mathematics. It means, but obviously he was selected. Now he's talking about that Achyut Godbole stood 16th in the SSC board examination. He came 16th in SSC. Now at that time, this examination, today, in today's era, we have only Pune board with us. All the areas, all the regions which belongs to Pune board only will declare the SSC result of Pune board. This is the SSC result of Latur board. This is the SSC result of Nagpur board. We have this pattern today. But he says that at that time, it was for the whole Maharashtra, including Nagpur also. From all over the Maharashtra, this boy, he stood 16th rank in SSC examination. And first in the university in all subjects. 16th in SSC, and after that he secured first rank in university examinations in all subjects. He says that during those days, if you had secured first rank in the university, you can easily get admission in JEE without giving the entrance test, because he secured first rank during those time. But he was not knowing about this, neither nobody in Solapur was able to tell him about this facility. So he says that I have to appear for the entrance test, and I secured a very good rank in the same. He says that I not only secured first rank in the university, it was very easy for him to get admission in IIT without giving the entrance test, but no one was knowing about this. So he has appeared again for the JEE entrance test, where he also secured very higher percentage. And of course, he got his admission into IIT. Now his journey in IIT, the problems which he faced, how he overcome it, what type of responsibility he held, that we will see in our next lesson. Till then, dear children, please take care of your health, the health of your near and dear one. Take care.